I'm playing my Goku, so I figured I'd wear my Goku.
Welcome, everybody. We hope your evening has been wonderful, your week. I hope it's all been just perfect. I know for me, it's been pretty awesome. We are here this evening with all sorts of fun things in store. We are in the middle of Arc 2 as of right this second, guys. Let's get business time in the chat for that. Woohoo!
Beginning of Arc 2?
Beginning. We are officially in Arc 2. Something I think we've all waited for in some way, shape, or form.
Speaking of business time, at some point are we going to murder business time and leave just a sad corpse that makes me sad? Or is that something you do later?
Yep, we will do that 100%. If you are just joining us for the first time, we are Shattered Dungeons. We play an indie RPG called Shattered Dawn on the internet every Tuesday night. And I would like to tell you all that this episode, along with most of our episodes, are sponsored not only by our wonderful Twitch subscribers, but also those who have become patrons on Patreon. So if you haven't already, become one of those two things. It'll be awesome. You'll get emotes, you'll get content. It'll be wonderful. If you are joining us for the first time and haven't heard this, or if you've been here a while and still haven't heard it, we are in pursuit for 200 followers. We are currently at 138. So if you enjoy the program, enjoy the cast, the characters, the community, all that, please share this. As soon as we get to 200 followers, we'll be doing a whole slew of things, including Kickstarters and other releases and things like that. We may or may not have a series of short stories in the works. Fact, we do. If you haven't...
There might be a reg calendar in the
there
works.
Might, yes. A topless reg calendar. Speaking of topless, if you like the shirt I'm wearing, in reference to Arc 1, you can check out our merch page, which will appear in chat on Twitch, or you can go to our website, shattereddungeons.com. I almost said a different website. And check it out there. Go to the shop, order the stuff. It's going to be great.
Sharded, I know. It's so confusing.
We also have mugs. And for our podcast listeners, that's what sipping from a mug sounds like.
Hi, welcome to Shattered ASMR.
Exactly.
Roll for tingles.
Now, through the course of Arc 2, there's going to be a lot of weird things happening. Just throwing it out there. If you have questions about it, or questions about 2nd edition Shattered Dawn, join our Discord. That's where you have immediate access not only to me, but our cast, as well as our content creator, and also other people who are also playing Shattered Dawn. And so if you want character ideas, item ideas, anything like that, go check it out. It'll be a hoot. And then lastly, in reference to that, the entirety of Arc 2 will take place in 2nd edition Shattered Dawn. And so the roles might be different from what you've heard during Arc 1. In addition to that, we will also be playtesting our first expansion called the Azure. And that's where we'll be this evening. So, guys, are you ready for this next part? Because I am very stoked about this next part.
I can't wait.
So, part of the prep for Arc 2 was to make a cool new intro video. And if you've paid attention to our social media, which if you haven't, go follow us, like all that fun stuff. We have posted behind the scenes stuff about our video shoot. And so all the silliness, all the pictures that are up there have all led to this video right here. So enjoy our wonderful intro video. This is Shattered Dungeons. is in its final days. This reaping's tributes have all been gathered and ushered from the reapers' boats up past the Aluan walls and into the heart of the Golden City. Hundreds have been brought to stand beneath the foreboding archway that is the Azure Gate. Tens of thousands cheer on as the Patriarchy soldiers usher the sacrifices, one by one, in place. Several of the gate channelers begin to chant, waving their hands around. After a moment, there is a spark in the center of the Azure Gate. It grows magnificently to become the terrifying event horizon that reflects the ferocity and chaos of the Azure. With renewed vigor, the crowds begin to chant, "Cast them in! Cast them in!" Deep in the recesses of their souls, they hope for an intervention, that Nathaniel himself would raid the city or that some catastrophe would befall Aluan in this moment, allowing for widespread hysteria and an opportunity enough to escape. That hope is dashed as they are thrust forward. With a forceful shove, you are sent through the Azure Gate, and for a brief moment a sense of calm washes over you. As you disembark on the other side of the gate, you look around at the Azure. The dark sky crackles with illuminated chaos as raw potency sparks through the sky. The deep bluish rocks almost glow with a golden evil between them. Gazing around, you notice that there are twisted, menacing beasts not far off. Surely this is the end for you. In a moment of what feels like desperate luck, a far way off you spot a figure resembling an Ethel. It appears to be accompanied by some other beings. As they slowly near, the grotesque abominations begin to attack the other sacrifices from Erethe. The snarls behind you break your heart, knowing that others like you are being destroyed. You rush toward the uncertainty that awaits you with the ominous figure and its compatriots. As you reach the figure, you notice it is wearing a mask, its dark aqua skin hidden mostly. You kneel before it, gazing up wistfully, hoping for a swift end or a new beginning. It pulls forth a blade of unfamiliar make and rears back to slash at you. And in your final breath, you hear it say, "Get up, quickly," as it rends the abomination that followed you from the pack. Hastily you stand, as the figure and its entourage escort you away from the other Athenians left for dead. Ushering the assembled members of his ragtag entourage to follow him, the mysterious figure walks confidently towards his camp. After some time, the group arrives at his camp. A small fire burns in the center of your 4 tents that seems to be made of scaly animal skin. The light flickers against the mountainside the small camp rests into. The mysterious being waves a hand at the ground beside the campfire. "Sit." And just then, you have a brief moment of respite. As you each settle on the rocky ground, he begins to speak. You each were given to me in a dream, a vision. You each possess something within you that I have been tasked by destiny to cultivate. Here among the plains of Regiterra you will be tested. Your wit and your wisdom will be your allies, while your brawn and endurance will be your blades. Go into the plains to the northeast. There is a den of Furcrin. They are small creatures, but have strength in number. In much the same way, you each must learn their nature, for it is without each other you all will fail, and the presence within you be forsaken. Go now. Make haste. As he points the way you must go, he takes a seat beside the campfire and enters a trance of some kind. What do you do, and where do you go?
So those of us that were in the Azure before he came through, have we spoken?
Very briefly. Most of you are intimidated by his presence.
I sort of just nod in the direction. that he intended for us to go and start moving in that direction.
I follow.
But as I do, start complaining. Oh man, I really thought we were gonna get to whoop those creatures' butts or something. Just rescuing one guy doesn't seem like a much of a fight.
I stay very quiet. I'm just kind of taking it all in and figuring out what I'm gonna do next.
Naked and afraid, wearing just a loincloth, he snaps out of his trance, the figure, and points to a tent. In the tent is a chest with various items and things very clearly procured from other sacrifices that have been encountered in the Azure. You pick up what you can and outfit yourself for whatever challenges you might find along the way.
Oh, great. An iron crossbow. My favorite.
He looks around at the rest of you, the mysterious figure. I said, go find the Furkrin.
I get to kill him, right?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna kill so many. You're gonna be so proud of me.
I'll reach in and I palm something out of the thing and set it in my back.
Okay.
Which way did he say to go? Does anybody remember?
So is anything we choose in the bag?
$1 million.
No.
We make up what comes out?
No, it was just a handful of items.
Random items?
It, not exactly, no. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I mean, I'd love a feather of some sort, but...
You don't see any feathers in there. Also, you know feathers are very, very rare in the Azure.
Right.
What's up with these strange mushrooms? May I investigate them?
Absolutely. As you lean over, you notice a myriad of different mushrooms. These seem to be all blue in hue. However, they seem to form different styles of mushrooms. You can make a wilderness survival roll if you'd like to try and figure out what they are, or if you have brewing, but you're not 100% sure what they might do.
Okay. I have neither of those, so I'm gonna leave them alone.
I wouldn't touch those mushrooms.
I'm looking in the bag for some
It's
corporate
food, right? I mean,
Oh no.
anything of
Callisto,
value.
in the bag you don't find much. You find a couple iron daggers, iron throwing daggers, an iron sword, some tanned hide, it looks like a coat, tanned hide coat.
I'll grab the daggers, the iron daggers.
Okay. There are 3 in there total.
I will secure them in my belt.
Excellent.
I mean, those are probably pretty cool, but I mean, can your daggers do this? And my character, who is an Ilrez, pops his claws out. In, out, it's cool, right?
They can all do
Tactical,
that.
but efficient.
Sure, why not? So seriously, which way were we supposed to go? I'm really bad at remembering when he tells me stuff.
Northeast.
Okay, one more question. What way is that?
This is all very exciting. I fan myself with a corner of my cloak. I believe we're supposed to go northeast.
Normally Gramps is just like, shut up and follow me, so this is new.
Which way is northeast? Up and to the left, the right?
Up into the east.
You know, Brand, that up and to the left indicates northeast in this scenario.
I'm absolutely baffled that voice is coming out of a gigantic Kelementok like that.
Looking ahead as Bran marches forward, you all take in her form. She's fairly tall, humanoid in structure, though it seems like her body is made from some sort of hard material. It's a bluish gray in tone, though you can't really make out many of her finer features.
And to ask, can I try and hit you sometime?
I would prefer you not.
I just want to see how tough you are. I mean, you could hit me back. It's all fair.
You're awfully stabby, it seems. Maybe later.
She is clearly full of surprises.
Oh.
I would not hit her.
I do get hot under the collar sometimes.
Whatever you say.
As Bran marches forward, who follows her?
Up and to the left.
I will follow her.
As the rest of the group marches forward,
northwest.
Callisto, you're one of the last ones to follow.
Okay.
Oh, look at those little firkin, something doodads.
Excuse me.
Flirkendurkins?
Flirkin doodads. You heard me.
So, as you near, many of you have never encountered a Furkrin before. The creature is fairly common from what you hear in the Azure, and it's considered a rodent, though it's very large by comparison. It's about the size of a dog. However, the Furkrin is a scaly, six-legged mouse with 6 eyes clustered toward the front of its pointy face. It has fangs that are powerful enough to break rocks, and if given the opportunity, you know it will defend itself. And so up here, you spot from a far way off the den of Furkrin.
Were we supposed to just bring one of them back, or are we killing them all, or?
You said something about test yourselves and get to know each other, but, I mean, that means attack them, right?
I mean, I was just so excited. There was just a lot happening.
New guy, what did you think?
Curious. I think I'll follow.
Okay, I meant more like, do you want to attack it with me or no?
Why are we antagonizing things?
Because he said to? I don't know, I'm thinking about punching it. Does anybody want to join me?
Wait, there's like 45 of those. There's like 60. I'm losing count.
I didn't think numbers work that way.
Oh, I don't know. There's just lots.
I mean, I've got two fists. That should help, right?
Oh my. I'm gonna look behind me at Callisto and Shensar and say, what about you two with your hidden faces? Do y'all have some like powers or something? You could just zap him from over here.
I can zap.
Powers?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of us can hit them from far away, but is it the fun part about, like, are we supposed to get in there and prove ourselves? I mean, prove ourselves.
You keep trying, dear. You'll make it, I'm sure.
I am not afraid
Bless
to
your
die,
heart.
but I
Bless your heart.
wasn't thinking right now. Perhaps we should get closer. Check things out.
And so, as you near, the Furkrin kind of scurry relatively quickly, though as quickly as a dog-sized creature could. They all kind of near, they bunch up around the den itself, almost forming a protective layer around the perimeter of the den itself.
Swear to God, if these things form a rat king, I'm gonna be very angry at you.
Well, you bunch them all together, it makes them easier to kill.
They look like scorpions.
So
I wonder what they are hiding.
They're babies.
They're babies.
Probably their weak points.
What'd you say?
I said they're probably hiding their weak points.
You know what? I've been thinking. I'm in for a good fight. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, you guys do what you want. We're gonna go fight these things.
I think I'll just stay here and watch you.
I think you are wise, Brent. I will watch also.
I want to punch it.
everybody roll initiative.
Oh, I forgot to space.
Tofu says, good thing Reg isn't here or the babies would drown.
I mean, it's true.
Kick with your legs, babies. Kick with your legs.
All right. And then did we get who done
If
this?
you don't know what that moment is, I added a channel trailer to my Twitch channel that includes that moment.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and roll some initiative for the other peeps. And so 60, 21, 30, 64, 40.
Every time you say burst into action.
Yeah, that's steeped in failure. All right, so Brand and Callisto have opted to watch. Is anyone else opting to watch?
I'm opting to
Jensar.
punch.
What was that, Jensen? Jensar?
Jensar.
Sorry.
And he is also electing to watch.
Okay. With a roll of 82, David Threepwood is first.
Oh no. I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Performance anxiety.
Can I withhold my action until how do you pronounce your character's name, Gordon?
My name's Nikona. It's nice to meet you.
Nikona? Until I see aggression towards him. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll when that happens, I'll fire a crossbow at one of the attackers.
All right. Nikona, you and Flynn, what do you do?
So
I am. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say, Nikona approaches the first one and just, okay, let's see what you got. I can, we're gonna do this.
With a roll of 92, you hit it. You, how much damage do you deal?
I do 11 damage.
You deal
Yeah, take
11
that.
damage to the first one. All right. You have a second
I'm
attack.
I'm assuming he's still up.
He is.
Punchies again.
62 is also a hit. You deal another 11 damage, killing that Furcrin.
Guys, I did it. I did it. Because I'm strong. Yeah.
As you punch it, it bursts blood and falls to the ground, its scaly legs still writhing.
Oh, that was grosser than I thought.
All right, so at that point, they are all going to turn and try and destroy you in retribution for its fallen comrade. Now,
I didn't think this through.
David Threepwood, you have prepared an action. You can fire if you would like now.
Yeah, I'll fire.
Go ahead.
I messed up my. It's I just add my weapon damage, right?
It's yeah. If you don't have marksmanship, it's a straight roll, and your damage is dealt directly.
Okay, I got marksman discipline, so that's 6 on top of my crossbow damage, which is 6. Yeah, so 12, I think.
Well, you don't add your damage bonus in second edition.
Yeah. That's right.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I'm confused.
You're good.
Bear with us, we're learning new rules again.
I'm learning new rules. It's fine. Do I had my +5 for marksman discipline, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which actually, oh yeah, there we go. 5. Cool.
That is a critical hit. How much damage do you deal?
7. Yeah.
Okay, so it takes
Crossbow
14
bolts.
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
After David's turn, it is the Furkrin's turn, and they all swarm Nikina immediately.
Oh, hello.
Nikina is not super stoked about this.
Okay, I gotta remember how to duck and leave.
So, seeing that one of their own has been destroyed, they are all now working together in unison to try and destroy Nikina. And so each
great.
one is going to get a bite attack. So, Nikina, what is your armor rating?
It's not that. It's 30.
All right, so I rolled an extra one on accident. Or no, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of them hit you, which means you take a grand total of 6 damage.
Oh, okay. That hurts a little more than I thought it would.
In response, Flynn, what do you do?
I am going to flank behind this one here, and I am going to start punching it.
All right, go for it. All right, 43 is a hit, 67 is a hit. How much damage do you deal?
I guess 2.
Okay.
1 each. I mean,
Do you have hand-to-hand?
yeah, I have hand-to-hand.
So-
That's what gives me the 1.
So that actually, you do get a bonus to that. I believe it's 3. So you
I
should.
believe it's 3 too. I'll double check.
Okay, maybe I was right. I could have sworn it said +1 damage.
So maybe it's. We'll look in a minute. Jordan's on it. After
Sorry.
Flynn's turn, Jensar, Callisto, and Brand, you see the Furkrin are now swarming around Nikina. Everyone else is trying to pitch in. What do you guys do?
Oh my, that's like 45 to 1. That just is not fair.
It is not.
I asked for a one-on-one fight. This isn't what I asked for.
And Brand is gonna kind of rush over here.
Okay.
It is 3 damage, by the way. If you're not a cat man.
Is it 3? Because it says +1 damage, but then it says base damage is 3. What's base damage?
So it should be 4 then.
Okay, then he takes 8.
Yes. Base damage is like,
Just what you come with normally?
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So-
what does Brand do then?
She's just gonna start like flailing her long arms wildly.
Does she
Wacky
have
waving
hand-to-hand?
inflatable tube woman.
She does have hand to hand.
Okay, roll it.
Everybody went hand to hand this time.
Everybody has hand to hand.
You guys all learned how to punch too. That's cool.
+5. And I
That
do
is why we should be doing business time in the chat.
2 attacks. Yeah,
Yes.
1 per hand. Okay.
Yep. You hit twice, dealing another 8 damage to. Is that that's a different one, correct?
Yeah, so that should be 4 damage.
Each.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. After Brand, Jensar, do you do anything?
Yeah. I'm going to move here. And as I move across, I will draw my halberd.
Yeah, you will.
But when I get here behind Nikona, I'm going to clutch my pendant and touch him, casting Minor Heal.
Ooh.
Ooh, thank you. I feel better. Thank you.
You will regain 7 hit points, or 7 health points.
There we go.
And because I cast a spell, can I still make an attack with the halberd or no?
You may.
Okay, I'm going to attack the same one that Brand just went after.
Roll it. That is a crit, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
How much damage?
Get him! Get him!
That would be, it does a base of 12, so 24?
It is destroyed.
Oh
So-
man, that was awesome.
Brand hits him 2 to the face, and then Jensar comes up, heals Nikona, and then slams his halberd down upon its head. Again, the pieces that are left behind still twitching. Callisto, you've watched all this unfold. What do you do now?
I'm gonna walk up a little bit closer to about right over here, and I want to use my phasing to strike that
Okay.
enemy, but I'm not gonna smash. I'm not gonna phase anyone else, am I?
No.
Okay. So I think I know how to do this right.
Go for it. 43 is a hit. How much damage?
4, and it says my phasing damage bonus becomes +1.
So 5.
Yep.
5.
You get 5 to your attack and 5 damage.
That's the one
Correct.
Flynn hits, so that is... Okay. After that, it is back to Nikona.
Nikita turns over his shoulder. Hey, I didn't know someone else could do that too. That's awesome. But I prefer doing this. Which was, this is the one that they've been targeting, right?
Correct.
So this one and this one are undamaged.
Correct.
So I'm gonna go for this boy here.
All right.
Eat fist.
That means multiple things. Both are hits, and you deal 22 damage to it.
He's still trying to, figure out how to sound tough.
You slam your fist down, shoving its head into a rock, kind of causing a lot of damage. And then you hit one of your other claws into its abdomen and rake him across, revealing the fleshy insides beneath the scales.
Oh man, this is a lot easier than the training dummies.
After that, David Threepwood is up.
Okay. I am going to shoot this one.
Okay. I got an ew out of tofu for that description. That's all I'm here for. A 25
Fleshy.
is damage. You got it.
Oh, it's okay. 7.
7 damage. That one is now doomed as well. The 2 Furkrins that are left are going to continue their onslaught of Nikona.
I think I made him mad.
One of them is a hit, dealing a grand total of 2 damage to you. After that, it is Flynn's turn.
All right. I'm gonna lay into this one right next to me, or attempt to, I should say.
That does not hit, but you have your second hand.
I did both.
Oh, I'm sorry, I only saw the bottom one. The first one is a hit, dealing, what was it?
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
The
It's
mighty
still up.
blows of Flynn for whopping damage.
You should update your macros to the mighty blows of Flynn.
Yeah, you just need to get your some knives grafted to your hand.
Yeah, you should try it out. It's fun.
After that is Brand. What do you do?
Oh my, oh dear, this is I should probably slap this one right here. This one, bloop.
You walk up hesitantly and rear back on your haunches and let loose what best slap you can come up with, which hits both times. The first, how much damage? That's 8, correct?
That would be 8 total, yeah.
Okay. It's still up, barely.
Oh no, it's still standing. Somebody save me, quick! Somebody hit it.
Jensar?
Next time try punching through it. It works for me.
Jensar, that is a hit.
12 damage.
It is dead.
Oh. Hooray.
And then Callisto.
Just kind of nod with a masked face.
There is one Furkrin left. What do you do?
Well, can I move that far? I guess I'll move over here. Oh, okay, this one, I guess I don't really have to move because that one right there is dead.
Correct.
And I mean, I'm guessing I still have enough potency and everything to do another phasing attacks. That's my plan.
You
should,
regained
yeah.
11 when your turn started.
Fizzle.
Okay.
And since you've got phasing, it costs 5 per. You could do 2 of those.
Thank you.
No problem.
What are you talking about?
The Azure changes a man.
I don't know.
Apparently, except Krillin's voice.
I was taught if you just bottle up your anger, you could just shoot out a cool little blast of energy.
So
That's smart.
Callisto, you kind of do your thing over there. You here, check this out.
Ooh.
Bam.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. So, with that, you have destroyed the Furkrin.
Those bugs were angry.
Can I walk up to the 2 I shot and pull out my bolts?
You do so fairly easily. You can hear the telltale signs of innards coming out as you release them from their fleshy prison.
Oh, those are
Nice.
squishy.
Clean shot. No broken bolts. Great.
Oh my. Well, that was exciting. Brand sits down and fans herself with the corner of her cape.
Wait, I lost track. How many did I kill? I need to tell him how many I killed. He'll be hopefully proud.
I mean, there were like 45 of those nasty little critters.
Did I kill 2 or 3?
Oh, you probably killed 10.
You know what? I like your number. We'll just tell him I killed 10. You tell him first so that he doesn't think I'm making it up. Okay?
Oh, sure, if I remember.
Why would you forget?
Callisto,
Well, it was just.
you remember that the den must be destroyed.
Well, fellows, we must move forward. The den must be destroyed. I do not know why.
But we just got done killing all these nasty little critters.
That was to get to the den.
Well, blow it up. You just did your little thing. Do it again.
I don't
Save us
think I can
all.
Yet.
Do you need some help? I can try and help.
That would be good.
Do we need a roll or what?
How are you
I don't
trying to
know.
destroy the den?
Don't roll things. Blast it. Blast it.
Does anybody have any fire?
I mean, if you count the stuff we could shoot from our hands, maybe. I don't know. I've never tried to light anything with it.
Wait, you can do that?
I'm quite good with fire, but I'm all out right now.
Aims his palms at the mound and fires 2 phasing blasts.
The force from your projection attack destroys some of the structure, but all in all, it's still standing. It hasn't been destroyed.
I assist with 2 projection attacks as well.
All right. You all, Callisto, will you be joining in to this festive event?
Wait, how do all of y'all know how to do that? I thought
I can
was the only
also
one.
cast Smolder. We can see if that will do any.
Oh, I do love fireworks.
So as
David-
Nikina and
I'm gonna
Flynn,
back up.
as
David holds out
Nikina,
his hand and tries to like produce magic out of it, but nothing comes out, and he looks back at it like he's confused. He's like,
I guess I'm not a chosen one. So
You get really mad and then do your hand.
So as Flynn
Trying to
and
show
Nikina
him.
start shooting bolts of force energy from their hands, much like you would see in some sort of, assault rifle thing where it's, pieces are flying off and all that, Callisto very matter-of-factly walks forward and casts Smolder, and it bursts into flame and lights up very easily.
I just kind of raise my eyebrow, like,
Brand leaps to her feet and starts applauding. Oh, good job. Good job.
that
Brand
was
is
rather
very
surprising.
impressed.
I wonder
Den-
what we do now.
The den has been destroyed.
Cool.
Where to now?
Were we supposed to go back, or do you guys remember which way that
Find
is?
something behind those doggies.
is there anything in the general area next to the nest, like anything that's like worth salvaging? Is
there anything we could have found?
On
Before we
each
blow it up?
furcrin, it has a scaly pelt. You can spend some time trying to remove it. It also has meat, although it's not necessarily the best meat. It is a form of sustenance, so you can gather that if you would like as well.
David
I am kinda hungry.
totally does that. Gathers meat and you said a scale.
Yeah, I want to gather a few scaly pelts.
Yep.
Everything we can get.
Furcrin pelt.
Use it all.
And
That
meat,
might come in
right?
handy.
Yep. Furcrin pelt and meat.
Perfect. I'm gonna eat it.
Of course.
I stroll back over while they're dismantling the bugs.
Okay.
He's just. I'm intense, going. Oh yes, that's a good piece. Yeah.
I'm agreeing.
Pause. That's cutting good.
Suddenly disappeared.
Wondering how many I can get before we have to go.
You guys spend some time doing that. Flynn removes himself from the situation first, and you guys are able to kind of follow his trail from far off back. And so you can move your tokens back to camp if you would like. As the group returns to camp, the being who gave you the test stands to greet you. I see the wounds of struggle on you, and the turmoil within beginning to settle. Take a seat. As the group sits once more and rests, the figure begins to pace and speak. You have found your way to me, and I to you. I am Belfeath. I am Visayville by birth, though I am gifted with sight beyond my years, which are significant. The Visayville came to this land many millennia ago, though by Earthaean time it has only been a few. Our forebear found this place, and with his forces he created our home. An obsidian beacon in the chaos, the city of Arakiel stands as a pillar of order, of power. It symbolizes all that the Azure can be, yet for each of you it symbolizes pain. You were cast from it, sent to it. It has destroyed your families and your kin. Whether or not you know it, Arakiel has burned away the humanity you once knew. And with the fires of change, your lives will begin anew. You are my associates. You are my guards, my representatives, my clansmen. You are my weapons. In this realm, you will come to know strength, power, intelligence, and most importantly, my whim. You shall do as I say in preparation for destiny's call. The prophecy once given to me will come to pass in time. Until then, we ready ourselves.
Eagle Chirp.
As you have learned about the Furcrin, you must also learn of the Bailion. The Bailion is large and has 8 legs and 2 pincers. Where the Furcrin taught you to work together, the Bailion will teach you purpose. It is a beast of burden, and I require you coax it to our camp without killing it. It is to the east, feeding. I see it now as clear as I see you. Travel to it. Bring it to me. As he sits once more.
I can't kill it?
Indeed.
Oh, but I did good. I killed a couple of those other things. What's her face said I did about 10 of them.
Ignoring you, he sits once more and settles into his trance. The group should travel to the east, which on our map is to the left.
Gramps is always a little grumpy. Don't mind him.
Are we just gonna bring little pets back for him, or?
At this moment, David Threepwood uncorks his water skin and smells the bizarre-looking liquid and smelling liquid that's inside of it.
It smells different. It smells as though it is a dank source of water, though it also has notes of almost citrus. To the best of your ability, it looks almost like it has a slight glow to it, though it seems more viscous than water.
I smell something weird.
Take a sip.
Okay.
Good news, everybody. This is the first and only time David Threepwood will get to be directly affected by the Azure.
Only?
Yep.
Oh my.
Your skin begins to produce a bright light for about 6 turns, so 30 seconds you have a wonderful glow about you.
Ooh!
Oh, he's lighting up all pretty like.
That's really cool. It makes you look like you're warm.
I quickly corked the water skin back up and cough and go, all right.
Can I not try it?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
Now, is this a random effect, or is it, anytime I drink from this, will I glow?
Basically, anytime you drink from it, it will sustain you as though you have drank water, but you will have a slight glow about you for a little while.
Oh, so I'm not parched anymore. Perfect.
Tofu says, David Threepwood, OMG, are you pregnant? There's a glow about you.
Oh.
Your skincare routine is
like
amazing.
It's like a human light. What do you call those little cracky light sticks?
I thought no one would ever notice.
Jensar begins walking away from you all as you seem to be admiring David's wonderful glow.
By the way, did we heal any damage, or do I need to do that?
No, you have not healed any damage.
This is my special magic juice. This is the only magic I want.
It's mine. You can't have it.
So, do you follow Jensar?
Before we go on our next quest, I go, wait a minute. I don't know anybody's name.
Oh yeah, I'm totally bad about that too. I mostly just point at people.
My name is David Threepwood. I used to be a mighty pirate.
What's that?
Well, used to be. I was cast out. Messed up mission.
So you were a thief?
Pirates and thieves are different. More or less.
Maybe.
As you continue talking, you guys finally catch up to Jensar.
Anyways, my name's Nikana. It's nice to meet you, I guess.
Hi.
David, huh? I don't know if I'll remember that name.
It's an odd one.
It's very strange.
What kind of people are named David?
Glowing one, you should get up front. Lead the way.
Do you want to light our path?
It would be helpful.
Jensar, as they near you, you hear the telltale signs of getting to know one another. Something you are familiar with, though not something you particularly enjoy.
Getting to know all about you.
Yay!
Friendship.
Should we make friendship bracelets?
You do not like friends?
I have better things to do than make friends.
Do the
I'll be
bracelets
honest.
give me any kind of stealth abilities?
Gramps kind of told me to just think of you guys as training partners.
Why do you call him Gramps?
I mean, because he's kind of old, and I don't know. I don't know. I've just always been with him since as far as I can remember.
He is old.
But he's not like, I don't know. Apparently, I'm different. I don't know if you can tell. Sticks out the claws. Wags the tail. For those of you watching at home,
I like your different.
Nikana is an Ilres.
Can I scratch you behind your little ears? You're just so furry.
Claws look handy.
I don't know if I want you to do that. I'm a cat man. Skiddly dee bop bop bop.
You all continue. You all continue to the east, a good ways. I will very confidently place you yonder.
Teleporting.
And so you come to one of the mountainsides, something very common in Regiterra. You notice a little inlet some ways up.
Well, there appears to be a little inlet some ways up.
In what?
I move up to get a better vantage.
As Flynn moves up, Jensar follows.
Yep.
Seemingly having your back, he looks. You look down and see the Byleon feeding on some of the strange mushrooms that grow on the mountainside. The Byleon is a herd animal native to the Azure. It's commonly bred and grown for the sustenance of the outsiders in the Azure.
I think we found it.
The Byleon is an 8-legged creature that has 2 very large pincers on its front legs. It has a large, meaty body covered in small scales, and its head has 2 prominent antennae on top of it to help communicate with other Byleon near it, silently. It has small teeth it uses to eat some of the dried grasses and mushrooms that grow sparsely in the Azure. It seems to be right at it, eating these mushrooms.
Do we have knowledge about his antennae? I know you just explained it, but is this something that our characters have knowledge of, or is that more
somewhat
storyboarding?
I would. It's somewhat storyboarding. I would think of it like a cow. Basically, the Bileon, like we know cows have udders and things like that. You know, the Bileon has antennae. And
you milk its antennae?
No.
No.
But, like we know parts of animals we consume regularly.
How do we take this thing alive?
I'm honestly kind of bored with this, since I'm not allowed to hit it.
You may not kill it.
You could grab on his back and see if you can break him. Like maybe he'll run around.
I approach it slowly.
Okay. Flynn
Feed
walks
him
up
more mushrooms.
cautiously.
Does it mess with me at all?
It kind of turns to you and looks up, but it's not intimidated by you. It just kind of looks at you as you approach, acknowledging
I grab
you.
all the mushrooms it was feeding up on,
Okay.
and then I start leading. I start trying to lead it with the mushrooms, giving it a piece.
Are we eating this freaking bug cow?
Baby,
Yes,
So-
we are.
come on, precious.
Flynn, say again what you were doing.
I wanted to grab the mushrooms that it was snacking on,
Okay.
specifically the ones it was snacking on. I want to get all of those, and then I want to give it one. And then as I start walking away, I want to keep trying to feed it as I move away, trying to get it to follow.
Perfect. It follows you intently with not much resistance. It kind
Come
of.
on, little bug.
It is cautiously following after you.
Don't forget to tisk it, you know.
What?
Oh, Flynn, you made a little. You made a
Get any more
friend.
mushrooms?
As it exits the little alcove in the mountainside, Flynn, you're near it, trying to coax it with the mushrooms. Everyone else is impressed by you and makes the noises you just heard, which scare it, and it goes running off.
Oh. No, wait, come back.
Wait, what if... Okay, I'm not allowed to kill it, but could I, like, go around and scare it?
I walk over to Makina and just drop a bunch of mushrooms in his hand. I do the same for everybody, and I go back over to this alcove and grab those mushrooms and give everybody mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not hungry yet.
It is currently skittering away right now.
It's getting away.
I'm gonna throw a mushroom at it.
Roll a ranged
Like-
attack.
Like roll it towards him.
no.
And I don't have any advancements for that, so
That's fine. So Brand throws one of the mushrooms that Flynn gave it, and it lands right next to it, in its line of sight enough to where it turns and sees it.
Here,
And as
kitty.
As it looks
this-
at the mushroom, Flynn is nearby it once more.
Is this thing making like a buggy mooing sound?
The noises it so it makes a series of clicking noises with a deep hum with it. So yeah. If you guys really desire it, I will do some Foley on it and let you guys know what it sounds like later.
I liked our sounds.
You were
we're turning
making
it-
cow noises.
We
This is
started
turning
clicking
into,
after you told us.
Humming
like a
bug
herd
cow
animal.
noises. That's what I
Humming
imagine.
bug.
Heard of these?
This
Yeah.
is turning into the James Woods Family Guy bit.
Yes,
Ooh,
eat
piece of
more
candy.
chicken.
Ooh.
Perhaps we should be quiet before we scare it away again.
Okay,
Sounds like-
everybody.
Now,
Okay.
while all this is happening, Jensar, do you do anything?
No. I mean, apparently trying to make noises to it didn't work, so I'm going to let Flynn do what he does and get this stupid thing back to camp so it can be over with.
Done. All right, so Flynn, describe what you do.
Does it pick up the one that's on the ground in front of him?
It does.
I wait for it to finish eating, and and I just hold out a next one.
It comes up to you, seeking the one in your hand.
I give it to it, and I move away a little bit.
It's gonna get full before you get it there.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Byleons are known to have 12 stomachs.
Get in our white panel van.
That Jensar offers that up
Candy.
knowledgeably.
I'm taking the opportunity to sneak, not sneak, but like let it pass me while it's distracted, just so I can cover the rear.
Okay.
Well, I try to lead it back to camp.
All right, keep going.
Stupid bugs.
We're gonna provide backup with more mushrooms if we need it.
More
All right.
mushroom.
I'm giving it one further and further away each time. Like I'll give it one and then I'll travel further and further each time. So it's got to go a little bit further.
Okay.
So what does this have to do with our purpose?
They call this tactical mushroom giving. It's good.
I mean, he spent years telling me my purpose was to hit things.
And I'm going to just lead it over to that large stack of mushrooms over there.
Okay.
That's basically where I'm headed. I'm headed over here.
I gotcha.
You think he'll eat Firekin?
Yep.
You happen to know, actually, Jensar, that this is an herbivore.
But you don't know
What?
what that word means.
You've heard that in the academies.
Right. Is it bioluminescent?
Ah, yes.
There's the word.
I'll put the remaining mushrooms with the big stack over there.
Now I
All
missed Rog saying what?
What?
The Byleon instinctively ambles toward the mushrooms you have given it. Yearning for more, it notices the campfire and decides it's done eating and that it seeks warmth. Seeing Belfeath sitting in a trance next to the campfire, it sits down and lays on its haunches. Belfeath stands once more and speaks to the group as you all near the campfire. This beast is the lifeblood of so many in this realm. So many rely on its sacrifice, yet it can never know the lasting impact it has. Much like the Byleon, we must fulfill our purpose. Rest for a while. I will pack the camp and we will make our way further west. I have more to teach you.
In the back of the group, Nicken has just... Wait, did he say that those things are in our blood?
I do not think so.
Oh, thank God. That's a terrifying thought.
And so the group travels onward and upward and such. Oh, looks like I brought a campfire with me.
Well, yeah.
Wait, have we named this thing?
Not yet. Would you
We
like
haven't
to?
named it.
Yes.
How
I
about...
think we should name
Buggy.
it Reg.
No, that's a terrible name.
Rog?
I've never met anyone named Reg before.
Lutz.
What about Buttercup?
Buttercup
I mean-
sounds great.
Cinnamon.
No, something cool.
My little Buttercup.
Buttercup it is.
Oh man, don't tell him.
Oh,
don't tell him I
Buttercup's
said
such a
that.
precious name.
Or a bug.
I gotta open my stupid mouth.
Petunias.
Yeah, so Petunia. That's great.
That's actually great. Petunias.
Petunia.
Naming a beast of burden is pointless, but if you must find relationship here, outside of each other, so be it. For a couple of hours, Belfith packs in silence. He loads the tents and other belongings onto the Bileon, now affectionately called Petunias. That's what I'm picking up on?
Yes.
Would it just be Petunia?
Nope, Petunias.
He's so big. There's more than one of him.
Yeah.
He's got
If it were to
he's got
fly,
junk in that trunk.
yeah, it needs 2 seats on the
It's got that
airplane.
badonkadonk.
It's thorax's thick, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my. Once it is sufficiently burdened,
C's.
he beckons you to follow
Fuck
him.
is sick.
Thorax with 2 X's.
My God.
Once it is sufficiently burdened, he beckons you to follow him. You trudge on for several more hours. After a while, he halts abruptly, holding his hand up to cease your movement. Watch along the mountain over there. A river of potency flows, ever fleeting as is its nature. Go, drink from its energy. See what you can learn from it. Return when you are ready to continue our journey.
You want us to drink magic water?
I don't think water's involved.
Thorax
Let's
in the
go right
chat
over to drink.
with 2 X's.
2 X's. That was.
Callisto and
That was not me.
Nikina walk forward confidently towards the mountain. From their vantage point, kind of in the center of the mountain, you can't really see much. Though your line of sight is blocked, you can hear almost the telltale signs of liquid flowing.
It sounds like peeing.
It does.
Nice.
Is this a path or is this the path? I can't really
I thought
tell.
this was the water or the liquid.
I don't think so. I think that's like side of a mountain pass. I could be wrong. I'm bad with depth in these maps.
Looking around, you notice that there is just ground in your immediate vicinity.
Should we go up or should we go down?
Are we going stage right or stage down?
Is it like slick or are we gonna slip and fall? Is this a slide kind of?
All you see
Slippery
around you
thing?
right now is the Azurian rock, which encompasses most of what you've ever seen. There is a mountain in front of you, which appears to jut up into the sky some ways, though it slopes on its left and right from your perspective pretty substantially, making clear some sort of path just beyond it.
I think
From there?
I think it's this way. I mean, follow me. Oh, I hope I know what I'm doing.
As Nikina, Callisto, and Jensar move just beyond the edge of the mountain, you notice the flowing potency right in front of you.
You think that's what he's talking about?
It must be. Maybe it will help your voice.
What's wrong? What's wrong with my voice?
Nothing. Seems to bother you though.
Everyone, roll 1d100 for me.
For those of you in chat, Nikina is only like 16. His voice is not settled yet.
Couldn't tell.
As everyone
Puberty's
approaches,
rough.
as everyone approaches the river of potency that is flowing along the mountain pass here, Jensar, you look up instinctively. You know that in this realm, it's very easy for one to miss something that blends into the surroundings, and much as you have been conditioned to do, you notice just beyond the river of potency there is a rock elemental of
Just
substantial
on the
size.
river bend.
It's of substantial size and
Tim.
looks like it would be a pretty significant threat to you if it were to attack.
I just kind of reach over and pat Callisto's shoulder. Tap, tap, tap. Cousin,
Yes,
rock elemental.
I see. Should we drink or should we fight?
Yes.
Which should we do first? I am not sure.
The stuff's right here, right?
Drink the milk.
Fleet will
that's
not
what that
impair
is.
us.
Wait, we're supposed to drink this?
Yes. Were you not listening?
No, I was admiring my crossbow.
David, you have never seen anything like this before in your entire life. All of this is very new, but the river that flows in front of you almost has a particle aura around it as it flows, almost like it's not lying on the ground rather than moving through space and time in that position.
My mind is blown.
Well, I'm going to try to reach my hand down in it and take a big gulp.
I'm just gonna wait and see what happens to you first, if you don't mind.
Callisto bends down, cupping her hands into the liquid that's flowing through it, picks it up and takes a sip, and almost as it touches her lips, the rock elemental stands and moves forward.
Uh-oh.
It stretches, and you see the rocks that make up its muscles begin breaking and bulging as it moves about, almost as though from years of slumber. Its head turns and gazes at you, and it lets out an immense roar, shaking the ground around you. Roll initiative.
Do you feel better?
Oh, that can't be good.
I feel like
There's my good rolls.
All right, Nika with 96, Jensar with 92, David with a 65, Brand with 94. I'm really glad you guys are getting these rolls out of the way right now.
You guys can call me Nick if it's too hard for you.
I thought I actually rolled pretty decently that time, like okay, average. I'm still last.
Yeah. Yeah, Flynn with a 52 is still last somehow.
Burst into action.
All right, so you guys all go after it because it's been watching you, and so it is going to go basically on a roll of 100.
Oh, good.
The rock elemental turns and looks at you, looks down after stretching and getting ready to assault you, picks up a very large rock and hurls it forward. I need everyone to make a stamina check.
Okay.
So stamina would be
Great. I think we're all screwed.
this. Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, this is just terrible.
The milk is
Nice.
getting to me.
Cut to a stream where David says, I'm not an evil guy. I'm
Not terribly evil.
I'm just gonna kill you.
All right,
Remember
so
what I said about TPK?
yeah, so
Bridges of Death in the chat.
Falling rocks.
Oh yeah, that is the trope, isn't it?
Not wrong. So what happens here is he tosses the rock, and it is going to basically go like that towards you guys. I don't know if you saw my little.
No,
Snowflakes?
I missed it.
The splish splash.
Man. Here,
Okay,
what
it's
about
faint.
that? There we go. It
There you
lands
go.
right there. There it is.
Oh, splish splashes our blood.
Tofu, thank you for that. Tofu says you should have been drinking that milk, Callisto, from the mug you can get from Shattered Tabletop Games merch store.
Maybe that
That's
would have helped.
Yes.
That's a wonderful mug at a reasonable price.
Now,
Are you
if you-
saying that this is a
Potion, not a lotion.
Are you
Yes.
saying this is a river of lotion?
Yes, as it is clearly and distinctly said on my mug. So the rock lands between all of you, kind of hurling through past you, and you all tried to dodge out of the way, but each one of you get hit in some way, shape, or form as it barrels through the middle of you. You all are going to take 10 damage each.
Oh.
It begins walking towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, even me, I rolled an 88. Was that enough to miss?
No,
It rolled a 100. Though it was not a crit.
Never
We're gonna
die.
We're gonna die.
And how much damage was that again?
10. Now that that's been taken care of, Nikina, you're up.
Am I able to take a sip before I do stuff?
Yes.
Well, he told me I had to do it. Gulp. I'm going to dump my entire potency to cast Minor Ward on myself.
Okay.
All right, I'll distract it while you guys do what you gotta do. I'm gonna run 1, 2, 3. Casting with one hand, I still get my other hand punch, right? Or no?
Yes, however, you are not behind it. Because of the flowing water, you actually have to walk slower to move through it, and so you end up right there, in front of the rock elemental.
Oh, I made a mistake. Hello.
So, are you attacking or just standing there?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the attack. I'm sorry.
You walk up to it slowly and just look up.
Little Nikina is in shock.
Taking a timid swipe.
It hits. How much damage do you deal?
11.
Okay. That's the end of your turn, correct?
Yes.
Brand, you're up.
Are there any other elements other than rock in the area that I can sense?
Not really.
Drat. Do I know? Oh, hold on. Okay. Do I still move 4?
Why would you only move 4?
If you're hidden, yes, you could only move 4, I believe. But for you, you can pretty much glide effortlessly through the flow of potency.
Okay, cool. So can I get all the way to the rock elemental?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Hold on, little kitty cat person. I'm coming.
What's that?
100 plus whatever my hand-to-hand was, which was 5. 5. And twice.
That is a critical hit. How much damage?
Nice.
That is 4 damage for each of those. And then...
So 12 total.
Crits. Okay.
Okay. After Brand, it is Jensar.
Here we go again.
Don't forget to drink your milk.
Taking a drink of milk as I come across the way. I will heal Nikina again.
It's Nikina, but thank you.
Yeah, Nikina. My bad. Nikki.
You can just call me Nikki. It's fine.
Little Nikki.
Little Nikki. No, so you get 7 of the health back. And then to protect myself, I'm going to use my other hand and just kind of wave it in front of me to create my wall with archetism.
Whoa.
So
He's made of rocks too.
Jensar walks up and heals Nikinen with one hand, and with the other hand, he just raises it up, and as he does so, the ground and rock in front of him between the rock elemental and he forms a small wall about 12 feet tall, and you can kind of mark on the map where you want it.
Just pretty much, so it's a 180-degree arc, so like, well, I just kind of highlighted myself, but pretty much directly in between me and this rock elemental, because I would rather it hit Nick. Yeah, there you go.
I'll take that.
If I can cover teammates, that would be perfect.
Cool. You can pretty much get Nick in it, but Brand's out of luck.
Right.
Oh my.
Just the other side of the wall. You're sorry.
Yeah. How far does that wall go? Just that
12 feet.
That barrier right there? Okay.
Yeah, it's 4 squares, I believe, right?
Okay.
Let's see. It is a 7-foot tall, 180-degree arc with 40 health.
Cool.
How tall is he?
He's taller than that, but he can't like leap over that.
Oh, thank God.
Mr. at the real Threepwood, you're up.
It's David. It's David Threepwood.
Your Azurian name is at the real Threepwood.
This issued when you enter.
Yeah.
I come up to the river and I guess I drink of the river like we're supposed to.
Drink of the river.
And kind of like go up to this corner. Do I have like a shot right here?
Yeah, you can definitely make that shot. Or
Okay,
attempt to make that shot.
Do you want me to hold you up? I can lift you up high. I could yeet you at him if you like.
I do not want to be yeeted. I'm a small man, but it's okay.
I heard that was a thing. Sorry.
I think I set his height at 4'8". I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Brand can lift you up like a child.
I want to be a child.
It's Lion Kinging you.
I got 40.
That is a hit.
Dirty
How much
Dancing.
damage?
There you go. Yes.
So I didn't realize I was supposed to calculate in my bolts as well, which is 1 extra damage. So that's 8. So
Does he add his weapon damage, the damage rating to the attack roll too, like we used to?
No.
No.
okay. So yeah, I got 8 damage total. So 6 on my crossbow, 1 on my modifier with my marksman's discipline, and then 1 on the bolt.
Okay.
Do you have any? Does the advancement grant any damage for marksman? I didn't look at it.
Probably.
It adds one bonus range damage, and that's what I already added in.
Cool.
And then it adds a range critical chance, becomes 5% as well.
Neato burrito.
Callisto,
I imagine
up.
Tofu is sitting at home listening, and it's like that scene from The Hangover when he's playing blackjack and all the numbers are floating up.
There's a lot of numbers, man.
Yeah. Granted, these numbers are actually simpler than first edition.
No, yeah, for sure.
But we got used to first, so
I
it's
just
not
had
like
Jordan do all my numbers. I was like, what does this mean?
Somebody just tell me what that is.
Now calculate Sacco.
Oh no. Get out of here with that. So, Callisto, you are up.
I'm gonna cross the water here and come up about right here and phase him
Do it.
twice.
waiting for a joke.
There's the joke.
So as you punch, phasing each
What are the
one,
odds?
it does not seem to injure him. Though some debris and small pebbles fall off of him, he doesn't appear to be injured at all.
It doesn't look like it phased him.
Ah, there it
It does
is.
not.
There you go. There's the joke.
I do not think this joke is helping us.
Flynn, you are up.
We need. Boo!
We need a sad trombone.
Mushroom or something.
Your turn, Flynn.
Is there any way, can I leap over this flow?
You can make a running jump, yeah.
You can try.
I need a t-shirt that says that.
You could
I
try.
was thinking maybe jumping off of this mountain, but I think where I would land would be where Callista is, and that would probably land me into the drink, so I will come this way instead. I'll come straight south and try to make a jump.
Yeah. My two catchphrases when I would
Make a
get to
stamina
Arcmaster,
check, Flynn.
or you can try and you've got two hands.
There you go.
A 43 just barely succeeds.
Oh,
We know the goal.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that was for the jump.
and then I projection attack it twice.
Okay, the 70 is a hit, as is the 45, so you deal 10 damage to it, correct?
That's correct.
All right.
Tofu.
Getting it down. Tofu says, so, you'd consider
Correct.
jumping off a mountain, but we don't like coming down from a bridge? That's somewhat
That's
different somehow.
accurate. Very accurate.
Mountains haven't tried to kill us yet.
Yeah, we'll get there. Bridge of Death in the chat for that. Tofu, great.
These are
Great
new
idea.
characters with different fears.
Yes. So, Flynn,
Apparently,
as
bugs
you
for blood is one.
finish that, the rock elemental is going to take its turn now.
Oh, good. Well, we're all right here.
Yep.
Knock us into the Milky River.
The Milky Way.
It's the Lotion River?
Seeing stars.
It smells like cocoa butter.
Cocoa Butter River?
Creamy cocoa butter
Shame.
river.
Have you ever
At
been
least
to
my
Cocoa
skin
Butter
will be
River?
so smooth.
It's a lazy river.
So the rock elemental, getting annoyed, is going to walk past you, Callisto,
It's right to annoyed.
come around, and sitting
Did it
right-
crush to the wall?
behind you guys, Jensar and Nikina.
Did it just like walk its way through the wall?
It walked around the
Walked
wall.
around past Callista.
Yeah.
Oh.
It said, "Excuse me," I heard it.
Yeah, he
At
looked
least-
down and said,
At
His
least he's
mama raised
polite.
him right.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes us.
Does this rock elemental have two big, strong hands? Do they look like?
It
big, strong-
does. And it looks like he's going to attack with both of them.
Are we
29
about to
and
catch
27.
these hands?
Oh no.
I'm good.
29 to Nikina, 27 to Jensar.
I'm fine.
Okay.
That's a hit for me, anyhow.
You take
No,
6
miss on-
damage.
Misses on me. This is actually pretty good training, I gotta admit.
With that, it is Nikina's turn.
All right, let's see if I can do any better.
Ooh.
Oh.
Both of those are hits for 22 damage, right?
That's correct. And then I'm gonna kind of come around the wall.
I'm out.
Scamper, scamper.
Keep making a move.
After Nikina, it is Brand.
I don't really have anything else that I can do at this point.
Don't forget, you get 11 of your pool points back. Now that's your turn. If you used your magics.
I haven't. Well, that was just stamina.
Didn't you? Yeah, you get that back. But didn't you phase?
I do not phase.
Oh,
I was.
I don't know what you're talking about with that phasing.
I forgot.
You're not phased?
Okay.
I was looking at Callisto for some reason, thinking it was you.
I'm going to kind of drop back.
We're gonna punt.
those 2 squares
Yes.
and do the same thing again. I give him a ha and a hi-ya, and then I kick him, sir.
You're able to punch him in the back, which works, and then kick him in the shin, and he winces in pain as you hit him. How much damage?
That's 8 again.
Total?
Yes, total.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna come over here.
All right.
Yeah.
As you seek safety beyond the Potency River, it is Jensar's turn. Jensar, behind you, as you turn around, the rock elemental stands towering over you.
So on the one hand, I could create another wall and kind of close us in here.
He's gonna build a nice house.
It would be like a little playpen, and then he wouldn't be able to attack anybody else. Just me.
You've
entered
the octagon.
Boom is ready.
2 Azurians enter, 1 Azurian leaves. On the other hand, I could just stab him with my halberd, and actually, no, even better. A special property of the halberd is that I am able to trip my opponent.
Go for it.
I would like to do this, and I don't know how.
Well, you, sir, are in luck. Because I happen to have the entire 2nd edition rulebook right at my fingertips. Because
goody.
truth be
Wow,
told,
2nd edition sounds amazing.
yeah, 2nd edition,
Helpful.
it's twice the power of 1st edition.
I
And
can't
half
wait
the
for it to
map.
be available in stores.
Not yet, but soon. Check it out at your local online store. So, as far as
Exclamation point merch.
this is the worst advertisement ever.
I'm face palming so hard, dude.
I'm going to poorly shill every chance I get.
Yeah, totally.
This is why commercials are not improv.
All right, so this is just opposed stamina checks. So he, with a whopping,
My favorite is
he's going to add 20 to this roll.
Well, me too.
Well, all right, we'll just leave it to the dice then.
come on down to
You-
real fig doors.
53 versus the elementals 23.
Feel like
Jensar
chat should have rolled that one.
Jensar turns around.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, the 23 is too good. Jensar turns around, whipping the halberd out, and proceeds to yank one of his legs forward. He loses his balance and falls prone.
Yes.
Oh, hooray!
Into the milk banana boat cocoa butter river.
Does he
Skin's looking a little dry there.
I just like everything that was said. Yeah, so part of his form is in there, but the other part is not.
Is he big enough to now be considered a bridge?
Not exactly. So that's all of your attacks this turn,
Yep.
Jensar. So after that, it looks like it is Mr. Threepwood, Mr. David Threepwood, to the attack stadium.
Okay.
Next to bat.
I'm David Forbush.
I'm David Threepwood. I used to be a mighty pirate. Okay. All right.
Why were our names not coordinated? I feel like, we could have had a double tree, Threepwood, Forbush.
I don't have a last name yet.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. Am I allowed to attack and then disengage that attack? I forgot. Has that changed at all, or?
Yeah, you can still attack and then move.
I want to be 5 sapling.
All right. I'm gonna shoot another bolt at a gigantic creature. And
What is the benefit of this thing being prone?
He has negative 20 armor rating.
Yaha!
I do 8.
Hit him good.
Oh my. Yeah, that's a critical hit.
You do 16. Good job.
Wait, is it 8 critical or 8 base?
8
Oh,
base.
I have 8 base, so
Okay,
what
nice.
adds on critical now?
That's
Ace is
awesome.
base.
Okay, so it just doubles it. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Callisto, you're up.
Once upon a time.
Move a little closer and face him again.
All right, roll it.
Hopefully a little more effectively this time.
No.
The first
Well,
roll.
the 97 accounts for both. How much damage is that?
5.
Okay, so you deal 10
you
damage
juiced
total
yourself
with
with
the
that
crit.
first one.
And last but certainly not least, Flynn, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna phase against him too. I'm
Roll
gonna
it.
phase attack him too. But actually, am I in position? Yeah, I guess I can hit him from here.
Yeah.
After my attack, I was gonna move. Yeah, right. Just to let you know.
Yeah, you can just move.
Okay, cool.
He seems mad.
Flynn, both of your attacks hit, and as they do, the rock elemental crumbles into the various pieces and parts that produced his being.
Oh, good job, y'all. Good job. Brand clapping and cheering again.
Is there
Nick
anything
walks
pieces
over.
or parts of him could do for us? Should we take anything with us?
As the rock elemental falls to the ground and its pieces and parts fall apart, basically.
Shatter?
Yeah, let's go with Shatter. The river runs dry. Just as mysteriously as it flowed, it now does not anymore.
Do we know what time it is right now? Is it dawn?
You have yet to see a dawn ever in the Azure.
Damn.
It's like an expansion upon the dawn, you know.
It's Alaska.
It's almost like the dawn was shattered.
Yes.
The dawn was shattered.
I guess you could say that was a rocky situation.
Did everyone drink the milk?
That one was
Rocky
cool,
Top?
right?
Yeah, I drank some milk. Wait, magic stuff.
Yeah. I feel the same.
Was I able to? Like, I don't know if Kilamentox can actually ingest stuff.
You can.
Oh, okay.
It's still a liquid, you're just not hindered by it.
Ah.
Do you eat rocks?
Do I eat rocks? Of course not. Why would I eat rocks? Terrible.
Like delicious looking limestones?
Hopeless. So,
Does
Do
this
you
thing have an essence that's worthy of cultivating?
not that you can make out anymore. The potency that
Okay.
seemed to hold it together is now dissipated.
It's
was the river.
inside us all.
Brand continues forward, it appears. You notice nothing particularly interesting about where the river flowed or where the rock elemental stood.
Well, that's disappointing.
Indeed.
As you walk
So
through,
you said that we've experienced similar type of rivers in the past. Is that correct?
yes, it is very common for potency streams, as it appears, to flow not only around the sky, but also through the ground and through other things in the Azure. It appears the only place you have ever seen, for those of you that have lived here for a while, that not happen is around the city of Arakiel.
You know, they say whatever you do, you don't cross the streams.
Somewhere Dan Aykroyd
Are we
is
used to these
displeased.
potency strains disappearing with some being dying, or is this something new to us, where the potency stream actually vanished?
It's usually seemingly random. that potency pool or river rather, was probably flowing for maybe 30 to 40 minutes before you got here. So it stands to reason it was probably, it had probably run its course and moved on to the next place. Much like a train passes by, the potency rivers do as well.
All right, so it wasn't linked. It wasn't linked to the dying of the rock element. That's
Correct.
just a coincidence. Okay.
Yep.
Well, should we head back to old Belfaith?
I'm not.
Duh.
I think it's really cool that I was able to punch a rock and it hurt it. It's so cool.
Yes, you're very smart.
And then we were all blasting it, and then you tripped it into the river, and then it was dead.
You guys carry
Just
on
running
back to
around
Belfaith.
like a hyper kid on sugar.
And it was like 89,000 feet tall.
So you guys can move your tokens back to where Belfaith is waiting for you.
Nick, you have a lot to learn. You're still green.
No, I'm like kind of pale with some red.
David just sighs.
Where you going? Come
I saw
back.
that one coming.
Both Davids just sigh.
Yeah, all Davids in existence.
I think you need your eyes checked.
The group returns to Belfaith, who is waiting stoically for them. Once they are in close enough proximity, he speaks. Potency has many applications. It binds the fantastic things of our existence together in a way none other can. It can create menacing abominations and beautiful works of art. Through its mastery, our forefather was able to accomplish so much, yet even he too must succumb to its nature. As we continue our journey, I will tell you of our missive and where we fit. For now, though, I must do something that you have no choice in. It is for your protection as well as your provision. Let us make camp and I will brand you with the markings of my association.
What does that mean, Gramps?
Oh my, that sounds terrible.
The group prepares camp and makes the best of their situation. The markings that are carved into each of you produce a pain like you have never felt before.
Oh, we don't have a choice. Okay.
Nope.
Oh crap, that hurts.
The screams of your compatriots echo across the plains of Regiterra before settling into rest beneath the
Did you say
cerulean.
Regiterra?
That's the name of this land, yes. The screams of your compatriots echo across the plains of Regiterra before settling in to rest beneath a cerulean sky peppered with streaks of potency. And that, friends, is where we're going to end it this evening. So,
Ouch.
Oh my.
we hope you've enjoyed this episode.
Blood in, blood out, right?
You know
Where are
it.
the brands?
Yeah, where are they?
So we'll cover that in our
Tramp stamp.
post-stream hang. So if you guys want to hang out, I'll answer that question.
Yeah,
But I want to say thank you so much for all of our subscribers. You guys help keep the show going. Same with our patrons on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. We're so excited to continue this adventure into the next year of show. Guys, great job tonight. We'll answer questions in chat after the outro video here in a moment. But if you're listening on our podcast or watching on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. Join our Patreon page. We would love to communicate more with you and share more about this wonderful adventure. So we will see you guys next week on Shattered Dungeons.